Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's me, your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Louis C.K. smoking grass. Let's see what he has to say.
I can't smoke pot because it's the same thing. I'm too old for it. Sometimes young people come up to me after shows, hey, do you want to smoke some pot? I'm like, can I get my portion to smoke without you alone later? Because I don't want to stand in a parking lot with some 20-year-olds.
Fair. That's fair.
Last time I got
Super
high,
fair.
I was in Kansas City, and I got high because I was in Kansas City, and it was shitty. So after the show, these kids that worked at the club, they're like, you want to smoke some pot? And I'm like, yes. So I'm standing in a parking lot with these kids, like 20 years old, and we're smoking a joint. And
I would love to know how many people watching this have been to, which Kansas City? Because aren't there two? There's Kansas City, Missouri, and then there's Kansas City, Kansas. I'm not sure which one he feels or he's, referencing. But I'd love to know if you agree. Have you been there? Either? Which one you think he's talking about? Just fill me in. Fill me in.
I'm standing in a parking lot with these kids, like 20 years old, and we're smoking a joint. And I'm taking huge hits because I had no idea. I didn't know they've been working on this shit like it's the cure for cancer. I didn't understand the fucking technology that's gone into making pot so powerful. Because when I was a kid, you could just smoke a joint for a while. Now you take 2 hits and you go insane. It's not doable anymore. And I was taking big hits, like big 1970s jean jacket, Bad Company hits. Here come the jesters, 1, 2, 3.
I don't know that reference. Just being honest, I'm not old enough to be in that club, but that's funny. I mean, like everything else, I'm sure, grass has developed. And I mean, now there are like literal stores and places that they like, you can, greenhouses, all types of stuff. I don't partake because I've learned my lesson the hard way. And so, yeah, I agree with you, Louis.
It's all part of my...
Is it Louis or Louis? Am I just giving him a nickname? Sorry. I shouldn't do that. I don't like when people do that to me.
It's all part of my fantasy. I'm like, yeah. And even the kid with the wooden hole with no ear, the
gauge
absence of flesh in his ear with wood, I don't know what that is. Even he was like, "That you should be careful. That's a lot of pot. That's very strong marijuana." Yeah, I'm fine. Running with the devil, just fucking. And in about 10 seconds, everything just.
This is awful.
And I'm like, oh shit.
This is terrible.
This is an ordeal now.
And you're with all these young kids.
I'm not gonna feel okay for a very long time. And everybody's just standing around and talking, and I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that I look like this.
Isn't it crazy how you can instantly have those like really deep internal feelings of like, what do I look like on the outside? Like I know what I feel, but like, you know what I mean? We don't think that way normally. It's wild how instantly, at least the experience that I have. Yeah. He's like, I hope I looks cool, but you probably didn't. Let's find out.
But I'm pretty sure that I was just scanning insanely. I was actually counting, like, look at her for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to him. 5, 4, 3, 2. Randomize. Don't go in the same direction.
Randomize?
5, 4, 3. Nod your head. That looks.
The overthinking of it all. The randomize was kind of spot on. Like you just start to overthink. Like, okay, now you're looking like don't look all over, sir. You look crazy no matter what.
Ha ha ha. And at one point I realized I need to get out of here because the air is hitting my arm weirdly and they can tell. They totally know that I'm not handling the way air is touching my arm right now. Why am I doing that with my hand? That's weird to do that with your hand. Nobody stands like this. Nobody stands like this. Just fucking, no, that's also, that's weird too. That's crazy. Just.
This is like triggering.
I gotta go.
This is really triggering.
But I didn't know how to leave because I had this dilemma. We're all standing in a perfect circle facing each other. And I thought it's gonna be insane if I just turn I'm one person with my back now. Do I just back away like this and hope that they fill in?
I also want to be clear that I don't think this is an age thing. I don't think this has anything to do with his age. Like, this is just how it hits some of us. Where you just, how deep it's insane. And again, no thank you. I don't understand how people function, go to work, need it to be able to start their day, or try to lie down and go to bed. My mind is racing. Oh, I don't understand it. And kudos to you. Whatever, do your thing. I'm just telling you, my experience is very similar to this. And I am okay to pass. Not puff pass, just completely pass on the activity.
And then I thought, no, say something. Say something out loud to them that smooths the transition of you leaving.
No.
Okay, what do I say? Pick a thing to say. Goodbye. That's a nightmare. That's just goodbye. That's not even, that's just noises. Finally, I walked away and I said, I'm leaving! And I
just
know it was
yelled
that
it.
bad because they all went, oh, shit, okay, all right. Whoa. I was like, I'll never see those people again as long as I live. And then I had to get in the car. I forgot that I had rented a car, and I have to drive back to the hotel. And I'm driving on this highway in Missouri.
Oh.
And
Thank you for the clarity. We're in Missouri.
at one point I realized, I think it's been about 25 minutes since I looked out the front window of this car.
No!
I've just been dealing with shit directly in.
No! No.
Shit. There's a whole spectrum of responsibility out here. I'm supposed to take part in this.
No.
And then at one point, I remember I was at a drive-thru, and I was terrified because there's a lady sticking her head out a window, and she's mad. She's going, sir, sir. And I just kept saying, I don't know.
I'm so into the story now that I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What's going on? You're not looking out the window. The storytelling that's happening here is quite good. Don't y'all think? Like, I think he's a phenomenal storyteller.
Sir. And I just kept saying, I don't know. I had the window closed. I had no fucking idea. What part of the transaction did I pay yet? Have I ordered? Have I been sitting here for 40 minutes just eating at the window and I ate the paper and everything? Sir! And I just went, I don't want it! And I just fucking bolted. So I can't do that anymore.
That was a real life experience. I could tell. Like, I don't think that was a bit that he just made up. That was a real life experience. Oh, Jesus. That's hilarious. Oh, all right, y'all. Let me know in the comments the answers to my questions. And again, you are free as a bird to do whatever you want. That was no judgment. I'm just telling you my experience my experiences have been horrific like that. And so I'm just like, I'm good. I don't ever need to ever feel like that ever again. He's funny. He's a really good storyteller. I really enjoyed like the way he was telling the story unfolded. That's why I feel like it was so true. I highly doubt it wasn't. Anyway, go and have the day you deserve. Peace.